All right, in today's video, I'm going to talk about a report released by Goldman Sachs regarding the millennial generation. All right, so I'm walking to lunch right now and just reading a report online, but I want to share with you guys some statistics that was done by Goldman Sachs on the millennial generation. And so here are a couple key highlights that I thought were interesting. The millennial generation is the largest generation to date, right? So I always look at that and I say, they're the largest generation to date, even bigger than the baby boomer generation. What will that do in the future to our real estate, right? What will that do to our economy in the future? And there's a million different ways you can go with this, but it's a question to ponder whether we feel the impact of that now or we're waiting for that to happen. So a couple key highlights. I'm just reading off a list right here. They're slower to marry. I think the report showed like the average millennial will get married at like 30 years old, whereas the average baby boomer got married at 23 years old. They're slower to marry and they're slower to move out on their own. They have different attitudes regarding ownership, and they have what's called a sharing economy. You see signs of this all the time. Sharing cars. I even see now there's a company that you pay a membership to and you share luxury watches. So I think it's like $199 a month, and you can you get. I think it's like three different Rolexes for the year, and there's different models for that as well. But I can talk about fractional ownership in private jets, or even memberships in private jets. So if you look across the board, there's a large shift towards fractional ownership. Airbnb, again, not ownership but renting. Millennials are looking sometimes more at, why do I need to own something when I could just spend money and rent it or lease it or borrow it versus ownership? But then on the real estate side of things, I always think of to own real estate is to own an asset that will do very well through any type of inflation cycle, right? And it has a true value. So there's a separate argument there. But the point of this video is really to highlight what the millennial generation is doing, their attitude and their behaviors. Another cool thing about the millennial generation, I know because I am the millennial generation. I'm part of that generation. We're the first generation that grew up digitally. We have instant access to reviews, peer reviews, price comparison. Whenever I buy something on Amazon, I look at the reviews and I look to see if I can get it cheaper on Amazon, right? And product information. Today's real estate consumer is sometimes better prepared than the actual agent themselves. They know more about the property, they know more about the neighborhood, not because they know the area better, but because they've done more research than the agent has in a particular home or a particular market. So here's what I want. I'm going to include the link to the research that I just referenced below the report. You should definitely take a look at it. But I want to hear some feedback from you guys in regards to the millennial generation and where you think or what will happen to real estate over the next 30 years as the millennial generation continues to get older. Thanks, guys. Love your comments and appreciate all feedback. Thanks.
Not every doctor, lawyer, and financial planner is the same. And the same is true when you look for a real estate professional. Choosing the wrong person can cost you time and money. You want to find a real estate professional that has mastered the business. You want to find someone that focuses on the results and breaks the chains of conformity by understanding your life dynamic, exit strategy, and acquisition scenario. What you need is an experienced businessman with true global reach and a solid sphere of international influence. Hi, my name is David Barkston, and I've been in the real estate business for the last 13 years. I personally invest in the real estate market and have aligned myself with a multifaceted real estate organization and network that is responsible for over $20 billion in sales. You deserve a superior business model combined with a person with superior experience giving you superior results. Click on the link below for more access.